God told me to go and deliver a message to the people who lived in a place called Nineveh. Nineveh was a pretty big city filled with lots of people. But these people started to disobey God and were doing things they shouldn't be doing. Something had to be done about this, and that is exactly why God gave me a message to take to the people of Nineveh. Well, I didn't want to go, so I started running from God. I got onto a boat thinking that I could run and hide from God. As the boat started sailing away, a great big storm hit. The waves were crashing and the boat was swaying side to side. They didn't know what caused the storm, so the captain went down to find me, but I was asleep below the deck. I told them it was my God who brought the storm because I was running from the Lord. The storm was getting worse and worse. "What should we do to calm the sea?" they asked. "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," I replied, "and it will become calm." But they didn't like that answer one bit. They tried rowing back and back to shore, but it just wasn't working. So they finally did what I told them to do and threw me over the edge of the boat. The storm calmed and quieted, and they worshipped God for saving them. And do you want to know what God did with me? Well, I was also saved by God. He didn't let me die in the water. Actually, He sent something to save me. It was a giant fish, and it swallowed me right up! I was in the giant fish praying for 3 whole days and 3 whole nights. I promised God that I would obey Him and stop trying to run, and I would go to Nineveh to deliver the message. Then God commanded the fish to spit me out onto dry land. God saved me. When I arrived in Nineveh, I gave the people God's message. They listened and believed His words. When God saw they listened and obeyed, He showed them mercy. God loved and cared for these people, even though He could have punished them for all the mean and unkind things they were doing to each other. Instead, He saved the people and gave them a chance to make better choices.